Thank you, Gene. Now, ladies and gentlemen, finally, it's your turn to hear the man and see the man that you all came here to see. It's my pleasure to introduce a man who has the leadership, the experience, and the courage to fight for what's right here in the 8th Councilmanic District and for the city of Philadelphia. It's my pleasure to introduce the next councilman from the 8th Councilmanic District, Democrat Irv Ackelsberg.
With humility and confidence, with compassion and determination, with a deep sense of responsibility and a desire to serve, I stand before you today to announce my candidacy in the May Democratic primary for City Council for the 8th District. I take this step in the presence of my family, my wife, Pat Yurvik, our 3 sons, my parents, my brothers, my uncle, my niece, my daughter-in-law. Who did I miss? My nephew. But I want to give a special mention to my beloved father-in-law, Alphonsus Yurvik, who passed away after a long illness. He would have been very pleased and very proud to see you here today. I take this step before you, my neighbors, and my friends. With you, as Gene said, it's true, I share a love of this city and for the people and neighborhoods of the Northwest. I've lived and I've worked in District 8 for 30 years. Pat and I bought our first home here. We raised our 3 sons here in Southwest Germantown. We schooled them in the 8th District. My Office of Community Legal Services at Broad and Erie is in the 8th District, where I worked my entire legal career. I believe that I probably saved hundreds of homes from foreclosure in District 8. I know this district. I know its problems. I also know its great character and its strengths. Probably nowhere in this city is there more civic energy, more imagination, more diversity than in this district that we call home. But for too long, we've been less than the sum of our parts. Frustrated, fragmented. For too long, we've been divided rather than organized and supported. I'm running to change that. I'm running to offer the voters of the 8th District a voice, an advocate in city government. I'm running to offer you, the citizens of the 8th District, the kind of representation I've provided my clients at CLS and that I've provided this neighborhood for a long time. I firmly believe that we have the power to make life better in all of our neighborhoods, all of them. I want to strengthen and organize that power by connecting people and organizations to each other, by seeking out resources and solutions, and by maintaining an open door and an open ear in city government. I want to hear your dreams, and I want to make them happen through my presence, my leadership, and my action. I know I can do it because I've been doing it my whole life. For 30 years, I've been working in public service preparing for this day and for this job. I led the charge in Pennsylvania against predatory mortgages and fraudulent training programs. My advocacy took me to courtrooms and legislatures and government agencies. But always, I grounded that advocacy in the stories of real people, the victims who walked in and asked for my help in Broad and Erie. I stood up to SEPTA fare hikes and to Donald Trump. I kicked the payday lenders out of Pennsylvania. I've drafted legislation, I've testified before Congress, I've given speeches in churches and community organizations. I've worked with numerous elected representatives at the local, state, and federal level to create better laws for consumers, homeowners, and students, and to get rid of the bad laws. I've confronted government officials when they were wrong, and quietly, behind the scenes, I offered them the opportunity to be heroes. I've stood my ground when I had to, and when appropriate and possible, I forged compromises and negotiated resolutions of difficult conflicts. I know how to study complicated problems and how to search out solutions. I also know how to put my ego in the background and to pursue the public's interest with determination, integrity, and hard work. I've been busy these past 30 years. My record's clear, and I'm ready to take this next step. I'm ready and prepared to provide all the neighborhoods of the 8th District the kind of representation they've never had before.
Yeah!